Okay, today I'm going to talk about the topic inequality and technology. The reason why I want to talk about this topic is because I used to think that technology solve problem, but apparently solve the problems such as inequality. But when I look at this graph, it apparently doesn't because when we look at this graph, the Gini index, which means social inequality, we can see that the gap between rich and poor people it has getting worse. I mean, it has increased, which means the problem has not been solved by technology. And at the same time, we can see that the growth here is similar to the growth we see previously, that it's growing exponentially. So we can see there's a correlation between technology and social economic inequality. But is this a problem? The answer is definitely yes. It's a problem and it's affecting 99% of the people because when you see here, 1% of the population that enjoy the wealth of that enjoy most of the wealth while 99% of people they they are not I mean they enjoy a little bit but it still stay the same. So what it means, what it means to us is that we're going to have less resource since the 1% of the population they are going to have more resources. So to solve this problem, I do an interrogation on this essay, this article written by Harness. This article talks about the factor and the solution for the problem of social economic inequality. Harness he suggests two contributors as the first section of the integration. He suggests two contributors to the problem. The first one is replacement. As we know, jobs are gradually replaced by technology such as AI and IA. And IA stands for intelligent automation. In blue collar jobs, it means jobs that require laborers or construction work. As we can see here, this chart is about how likely a job will be replaced by automation, which is technology. And we can see here a job that has less than $20 is very likely to be replaced by technology, which indicate that technology IA has gradually replacing blue collar jobs. And in the future, IA will soon take over some of the white collar jobs, which mean jobs that are in office. And the second contributors to the problem is the monopoly companies such as Google, Facebook, Amazon. When we see this graph here, we can see that five big companies, these five, they own pretty much the same wealth, at least tons and tons of companies. So that just means that these five companies they are growing heavily. They're growing uh, hugely. As this quote say here that those companies they will continuously grow and eventually become the monopolies of the market. However, there are other factors mentioned by other authors, such as the system, education, and races. One example is an author from Stanford suggests that a person with a college degree is 10 times more likely than a person with a high school diploma to use internet. And that is one of the proof of how uh, the education affect the problem. And how does all these facts mean? I mean, what do all these facts mean? It basically means two things. First, it means middle and low level jobs, they are gradually being replaced and half of them will be replaced by this year. Second, it means monopoly company, they are growing and growing and growing and will eventually own most of the properties or wealth. So in conclusion, these two these two definitions shows us that the problem is really serious. Again, when we look at this chart, we see that 1% of the population having pretty much all of the wealth, and the resource for 99% of the population will decrease and you will affect us in the future. And the author Harness, he gives an example of Silicon Valley that says a few people, uh, a few people have most of the wealth, where 1/3 of the population they have less, they have jobs that pay less than $16 per hour, which is quite bad. So that is the problem in front of us. Now the key is how do we solve this problem? Harness has a solution which is which is the redistribution, that is sharing profits. He gives an example of Bill Gates and the founder of Facebook. They donate 99% of their wealth to charities. However, there are disagreement about the action or the solution. Some people suggest to reform the education system. And overall, I think those actions they are controversial, but they are also important. So that's why I want to do a response section on the interrogation. I mean, on the action section. So I use this article written by Rodman, which says give two different ideas. First idea claims that the cause of the problem is the system, and the solution is redistribution. Second idea claims that the actual cause of the problem is technology, and the way to solve it is through education. Actually, Rotman, he prefers the second idea, and he just doesn't like the idea of redistribution. Like you can see here, it's a dirty word from him. Okay, so he says that education is a way to solve problem, giving two reasons. First, he believes that education gives people professional skills, and when people have professional skills, they are less likely to be replaced by machine and more likely to have higher salary. Like the salary can see him. That's the difference between a person who has a college degree and a person who has a high school diploma. So education, it can shorten the gap by giving people professional skills. Second is that you can see here, there's something wrong with the education system because a family with a higher income, they are 7 times more likely than the family who has a lower income to obtain college and get a bachelor's degree. Sorry. So that says that the system favors rich people and it should be fixed. The way to fix this is to reform the education system so it can reach out more to the poor people. And an example would be this high school because this high school it changes its school system and it mostly uh, takes in poor people and gives them education. So in conclusion, these two reasons are why Harness think that education is a way to solve the problem. But at the end, despite um, any kind of opinion about the factors, about the solution of the problem, I believe that which solution can solve the problem would be the best solution, and we should all work on this. I mean, we should all work on solving this problem because this is going to affect us sooner or later. And here's my reference about my picture and my reference about the article I use. Thank you very much for listening.